Hello, today I will read Numbers chapter 8. In the chapter 7, it was about the offerings at the dedication of the tabernacle. For each tribe, the leaders gave the same gift. Now let's see what's next. But it was interesting that it didn't say that God asked them to do that, but they wished to do together. Now let's read the chapter 8. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to Aaron and say to him, when you set up the 7 lamps, they are to light the area in front of the lampstand. Aaron did so. He set up the lamps so that they faced forward on the lampstand, just as the Lord commanded Moses. This is how the lampstand was made. It was made of hammered gold, from its base to its blossoms. The lampstand was made exactly like the pattern the Lord had shown Moses." Wow. How would the people knew how Moses saw, what Moses saw? But Moses was there and they guided them to do exactly. And they were very talented people. They were some... The Lord said to Moses, "Take the Levites from among the other Israelites and make them ceremonially clean. To purify them, do this. Sprinkle the water of cleansing on them. Then have them shave their whole bodies and wash their clothes, and so purify themselves. Have them take a young bull with its grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil. Then you are to take a second young bull for a sin offering." So, for Levites, one young bull with its grain offering. But first, sprinkle water. Sprinkle water of cleansing on them. Then have them shave their whole body. And wash their clothes. Wash clothes. And so purify themselves. Have them take a young bull with its grain offering of fine flour. Fine flour mixed with oil. Then you are to take a second young bull for a sin offering. Bring the Levites into the front of the tent of meeting and assemble the whole Israelite community. You are to bring the Levites before the Lord, and the Israelites are to lay their hands on them. Aaron is to present the Levites before the Lord as a wave offering from the Israelites, so that they may be ready to do the work of the Lord. Wow. As a wave offering, the Levites, a wave offering. It was a very interesting that idea with wave offering, which I don't understand exactly what it means. After the Levites laid their hands on the heads of the bulls, use the one for a sin offering to the Lord and the other for burnt offering to make atonement for the Levites. Have the Levites stand in front of Aaron and his sons and then present them as a wave offering to the Lord. In this way you are to set the Levites apart from the other Israelites, and the Levites will be mine. After you have purified the Levites and presented them as a wave offering, they are to come to do their work at the tent of meeting. They are the Israelites who are to be given holy to me. I have taken them as my own in place of the firstborn, the first male offspring from every Israelite woman. Every firstborn male in Israel, whether man or animal, is mine. Interesting. When I struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, I set them apart for myself. And I have taken the Levites in place of all the firstborn sons in Israel. Of all the Israelites, I have given the Levites as gifts to Aaron and his sons to do the work at the tent of meeting on behalf of the Israelites and to make atonement for them, so that no plague will strike the Israelites when they go near the sanctuary. Moses, Aaron, and the whole Israelite community did with the Levites just as the Lord commanded Moses. The Levites purified themselves and washed their clothes. Then Aaron presented them as a wave offering before the Lord and made atonement for them to purify them. After that, the Levites came to do their work at the tent of meeting under the supervision of Aaron and his sons. They did with the Levites just as the Lord commanded Moses. The Lord said to Moses, this applies to the Levites, men 25 years old, so man 25 years old or more, 25 plus, shall come to take part in the work at the tent of meeting. I have 25 now, and but at the age of 50, they must retire from their regular service and work no longer. Whoa. So just 25 years of work. They may assist their brothers in performing their duties as at the tent of meeting, but they themselves must not do the work. This then is how you are to assign the responsibilities of the Levites. Wow, another 25 years, but from 25 to 50, it's not like from 0 to 25. From 0 to 25 is a long way. It's birth, childhood, and teenagehood, and until you become mature. But from 25 to 50 is just one step from being young or even mature. It's just the age of maturity. And then after that, at 50, after 60, you're getting old. Yeah, this is the how is the life. Okay. Was a short chapter. I mean, short with. What can I say about that? God chose the Levites as the firstborn from all the Israelites. Even if Reuben was the firstborn, but Reuben was made a mistake, and maybe I don't know if that's why or not. God did not choose him as a firstborn. He was sleeping with his foster mother, or foster. I mean, not foster mother. It was not the mother. It was a wife of his father, but it was not his mother. But a wife, even a servant, or it was very, because Abraham made very big mistakes on his family construction. He no, not just Abraham, Jacob, the nephew, the same. Even if it was not entirely his fault, but he did more steps. He should have Leah and Rachel, but he had another two servant, the servant of Leah and the servant of Rachel, as a wife but not wife, as a servant wife, and was which that kind of position it doesn't exist. God did not make something like that. It was not God's plan. But yeah, God worked in all the ways to show His power, His mercy, His love for us, His to understand that we to understand Him more and more, and that He to approach us to us. Yeah, at first to the Israelites, and but after Jesus Christ came to all the people. But not just that. Before that, it was for all the people too, but they choose to not follow God. And it was a fault, not entirely personal, but generational fault, and or more. It was not so easy, but it's still the personal too, I think, because God will judge us for our personal behavior. Okay, that was the chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will see me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.